Hello, my name is Laughter Enough Mystery Man, and this is my 22nd ever Bold and Beautiful review for the episode that aired yesterday, Tuesday, Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, episode 9019 of the Bold and the Beautiful. And we're getting into this episode. Not much happened. That's why this is going to be also going to be another really short review, just like Monday's review that I did about 5 minutes ago. So yeah, this episode was basically just the continuation of yesterday's episode with a little cameo from Wyatt and Finn, basically, I think. Wait, was that Monday? I don't know. Finn was in it, so that was fun, I guess. This episode did have a little bit more going on in it, I guess. So here's what happened. Oh, wait, no, Wyatt was in yesterday's episode that I never talked about. Wyatt was in yesterday's episode talking to Liam about something. I don't know. I was barely paying attention to that episode. Or was that Friday? I don't know. So we're getting into this episode. It was basically just yesterday's episode, just adding a few new scenes. I think that might be a major problem with The Bold and the Beautiful, is the fact that this show is only 19 minutes long. So it's like how with General Hospital Days, Y&R, it's an hour long. So like if you took yesterday's and today's episode and you could make this into an hour long episode for Monday. So getting into this episode, Hope and Thomas is on the plane getting ready to come back. And I know some people think that she doesn't look happy about coming back. I mean, that's the same expression Hope has had on her face for the whole time she's been on this show since like 2019. Just this blank, nothing happening expression. I mean, no disrespect to the actress. She's Anna Noel. She's a great actress, but that's kind of the expression that Hope has always had since like 2019. Just this blank look of nothingness. So I don't know what was really different about that. So they're on the plane. Thomas gives her water. She drops it. I don't know why people are making a big deal about that. She's nervous or something, I guess, going to some people. I mean, I drop stuff all the time. Granted, I have ADHD, hyperactive attention disorder, so that kind of makes me a little jumping and a little jittery, and that's why I move a lot when I make these videos. But still, so that's nothing for me to write home about, because I'm like, well, I could have played this away. I don't think none of these people have any mental disorder. They're just idiots. Most of these people are just idiots. Well, except for Thomas, he does. He has something. Most of these people are just idiots. So then we cut to Finn and Steffi. I don't know how to put this, because I've never been in a relationship, but for those of you who have, is it normal to talk to your husband about another man? Especially another man that you have a child with, that you was married to 3 different times, and that you horribly cheated on him with his father, and you married his brother at one point, and you have another kid, and you have a son with him who sadly died. Is that like a normal conversation married people have about their ex-husbands? Because why would Steffi tell this to Finn? Why does Finn care? Why was Finn like super into this? Like, why couldn't we see more of Finn with his dad trying to get back with him, with his dad trying to go, hey Finn, I'm sorry I lied to you, but instead we just get Finn here, basically just having to listen to Steffi talk about this. And if I was Finn, I would be like, why do you care so much, Steffi? You'd be like, why do you care so much? Are you trying to get back with Liam or something? Like, what's the deal here, Steffi? I'm just saying, I would be a little worried or a little bit confused on why my wife is all of a sudden so interested in her ex-husband marital issues. But Finn is like, yeah, but they was holding hands. Even Finn was like, really holding hands? Really? That's what you're basing this off of? That's what you're basing this off of? Holding hands that people do all the time. I've held hands with my friends' girlfriends, and my friend never went, you're trying to get with my girlfriend. No one came up to me and go, oh, you're trying to get with your best friend's girlfriend. I'm like, no, we're just holding hands. No one's ever said that to anybody who's ever held hands with someone in a relationship, except for this program. This Brad Bell loves to take one small little thing and turn it into this big deal, and turn it into like the most important thing in the world, basically most of 2019. So they're talking, and Finn is like, well, Hope's never been, Steffi's like, Hope has never been attracted to Thomas or had feelings for Thomas until he's clearly showed that he's no longer obsessed with her. And that's the key point here. Hope has never had feelings for Thomas until he has clearly shown that he's not obsessed with her anymore. Which shows me, and apparently Steffi to a point, that Hope clearly misses Thomas' obsession with her. Which I have tried to explain, but I'm apparently not good at it. So that's what I think is going on here. So then we cut to Liam, and I guess he's making food for him and Hope. I'm happy that the cabin, Hope and Liam's shitty cabin they live in booked cabin, can finally be mentioned, because I have waited so long to talk about this here on YouTube. Okay. First off, this cabin is way too small. This cabin is way too small for my liking. Also, I have a legitimate fear of small places. Yes, it's a thing. And that cabin is way too small. And it's not just being in small places. It's even sometimes when other people are in small places, I just get creeped out. It's just a fear I've had since I was little. Because one time I was trapped in a closet, with a cat, and let's just say it built up my fear of being trapped. And that cat wasn't too nice either. Also, I have a fear of cats also, by the way, too. So yeah, that cat wasn't very nice. But yeah, that's a legitimate fear I have. So this cabin does not work for me just in that sense. Also, just stupid. Why do you people live in a cabin on somebody else's property? That's stupid. Also, auto candles, that's a fire hazard. I was watching this with my friend who's never seen this program before, and he was like, that's clearly a fire hazard, right? That's going to cause a fire if this idiot keeps doing it. So he asked me, are all these people on this show idiots? I'm like, for the most part, yes. And then we continue watching. He was like, man, Hope and Thomas are horrible together. I'm like, I know, right? They make no sense. And I hadn't even told him all the stuff Thomas did. And he even knew that, but yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't like Hope and Liam's shitty cabin, because it's too small. It's too small. What if there's a hurricane? How are you going to get... not a hurricane, but what if there's a fire? Where are you going to get out? How are you going to get out of there? What if there's a lighting issue? How are you going to get out? What if there's a hurricane? How are you going to get out? What if there's a bunch of rain or sand or something, It just creates problems. You can't live in a place that tiny. It's a weird feel, people. It's a weird, legitimate feel. I've had it since I was like 3. It's a weird fear that does sometimes create problems for me. Like when I gotta tell people about it, like, really, that's what you're afraid of? I'm like, yes, it's a weird fear. People are afraid of cats, dogs, lions, tiger, bears. You know what? I'm afraid of small places. Oh, and cats. So then we cut back to Steffi and Finn, and Finn is like, okay, so what did Hope say about this? And Steffi was like, oh, I'm blowing this out of proportion. Like, there you go. Maybe you are. Because all they did was hold hands. So then Thomas goes to talk to Carter. Also, Carter was in this episode, so that's fun. I always like Carter. Also, he probably wrote most of this stuff, so I don't know if I folks like Carter, because I guess he's probably writing most of this stuff since all the writers gone on strike. So Thomas comes in, he's talking to Carter about this. Also, I don't know why Thomas makes such a big deal about Carter still being like, I don't think nobody will be here. Thomas the guy who keep going on about how everybody goes on and on about how he works after hours. Also, we did daylight saving time, which I don't know which one we exactly did. I don't know if we turn our clock back or forward. But if we did daylight saving time is when it gets darker sooner, that could be like 7. That could be like 6:30. That could be like 6 or 7. That could be like 6 or 6. It could be 6 or 7:30 at night. I don't know what Thomas was going on about. This was a pointless scene. So then Hope comes back and her and Liam are talking. Now I'm thinking, can we just move this all along? No one cared. My friend was like, so these people are married? He asked me why. I said, oh, because the other woman. Oh, you mean the other woman married to that Finn guy? Yeah. Oh, she slept with her father-in-law. You're like, what? Yeah. He's like, okay, that makes sense. Because he actually does have a girlfriend. He's like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I would dump her too. That was his exact words. Yeah, he would dump her too. I was like, she was pregnant. I don't care. No, I don't care. Then he asked me, wait, was the kid the father's? No, it was his. He's like, yeah. And that immediately made him dislike Steffi even more. And Finn too, because he's like, why is Finn with this dumb woman? I'm like, I don't know. I think he's being paid. So Liam, of course, asks what happened if Thomas tried anything. Hope's like, no. Like, I don't care. So then we get Liam and Hope talking. Now I'm thinking to myself, what she says here is technically correct, but also is complete and utterly wrong for many different reasons. So she's like, Liam, you know how much I love you, and Liam like, yes, of course I do. I never doubt that. And I think that's true, but I think the problem is some people like say she's doubting her relationship with Liam. Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that in 2011. I've heard it in 2011. No, I actually never heard that in 2011. That was a little bit different. 2012, 2013, 14, 8. No, I never heard it in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So I've heard it in 8 different years. And each time it's always been wrong. Hey, I mean, I used to think that Liam and Steffi was meant to be as well. I wanted them to be together forever. But clearly that's not going to happen. So clearly we're all stuck with these two people. Also, I don't like to lose. And I lost the battle, and I lost the war, so if I have to lose, I'm at least going to go with the second option. That's the way I look at it. Also, I think they're bringing Caroline back at some point, so we all know what's going to happen there. So let's not do this whole big cheating scandal. Let's just, I don't know, have Thomas finally realize what Hope is doing, and he tells Liam, and him and Liam team up together, and then for the next couple of months, Hope is sad and depressed about the fact that now she has nobody. Everybody, both Thomas and Liam, hates her now. That would be cool. You know, that would be cool, because everybody always loves to get on poor Liam for cheating on Hope, but you know, he wasn't the only one who cheated. Oliver, Wyatt, Thomas. I mean, Hope has given up on Liam more times than Liam has given up on Hope. But I think I should make a separate video going through the history of how many different times Hope has hurt Liam. Because no one ever seems to bring that up. And that really annoys me. That some people can go on and on about how Liam cheated. Yes, 10 years ago with a completely different actress. But no one ever wants to bring up what Hope has done. That she married Wyatt, she married Thomas, she dated Oliver. She technically cheated on Liam with Oliver at one point. What else? She married Wyatt. She has a son with Wyatt that she never seems to bring up. So yeah, I should make a separate video on how the many different ways Hope has hurt Liam. Also, if I ever can figure out the copyright strike, if I could ever figure out how copyright works, and I can upload the videos of it, I'm gonna make a new channel. I'm gonna make a separate bunch of videos where I review old episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. Because that should be fun. But I got nothing else to say about this episode. It was an episode that happened. My friend enjoyed making fun of it. He actually wants to watch it again because he thinks there might be a fire now in the cabin. I'm like, I don't think so. But that's all that happened there. Not much else happened. And see you guys for my 23rd review at some point today. I went from no videos for 4 days to 3 videos in 1 day. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Everybody, see you next time.